Alright, let's start with a rectangle. Well, actually, a square. Draw a circle. Center, here, radius to that corner. Draw another rectangle, here, to that quadrant. Done. That's a golden rectangle. Just need 2 of these to find the principal polyhedral triangle. I'm going to do a 3D rotate right here, like so. I'll draw a 3D poly line. Boom, boom, boom. CL for close. I'm going to make this red. And I'm going to do another line. I'm going to go corner to corner on this golden rectangle. And that finds, of course, the midpoint here. And then I'm going to go from here to here. From here to here. And from here to here. Get rid of that. Make these yellow. Now I don't need those anymore. And there we have it. Do a 3D align, grab all of this, first point, second point, third point. First point, ortho on, second point, third point. Alright. I just like it turned that way. Now I'm going to scale this so that this length here is 12, that's scale, and then using a reference length. Alright, so just to double check, alright, let's click that. We got length 12, that's what we wanted. Alright, now I'm going to do an offset of 1 inch from right here. I'm going to draw a line up the center here. And then I'm going to go perpendicular, move that. Once I've got a line perpendicular to that edge, I'm going to move it here. I'm going to extend it to there. And then I'm going to offset by 5/16. Actually, I don't even really need that. Let's see, extend. I'm going to extend this. And then I'm just going to trim these off. I don't even need those. I really just needed that and that. Alright. Mirror those 2 pieces to the other side. We're going to end up deleting that, but I'll mirror that one over there as well. Circle. No, not circle. Let's do just a regular set of lines. So we'll go from here to here to here. I'm going to grab both of those. I'm going to isolate those, offset, and do that 5/16 again. So now we're working on the outline of our strut. Put a circle here with a diameter of 0.75. Fillet command, radius 0. Actually, you don't have to set the radius when you're doing this type of fillet on parallel lines where it's just going to close those with an arc, but whatever. Going to trim that out. In fact, I don't need that either. I'm going to do a fillet 0.5 for the radius right here. And I'll use the same radius to smooth out those transitions there. And there we have it. That's the outline of our strut. I'm going to grab all these parts, join them together. Put some circles in here, diameter. I'm going to make the holes are going to be 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to extrude. No? Extrude the outline outline of the part as well as those shapes there. My plywood is 0.21. That's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to subtract these extrusions from the outline extrusion. I probably also could have done a press pull. That would have maybe been quicker, but whatever. Alright, we got that part. Got that part in position there. I'm going to make a mirrored copy, and then one of them is going to go below the other one. So it should be like that on the plane here, right? So there's our scissor pair. We're going to jump over here and we're going to isolate. We'll do it here. I'm going to isolate that. I'm going to do an offset. Still set to 5/16. Actually, let's see. Alright, do that on isolate. I'm going to set the UCS. So I'm going to align the UCS to this here. So I'll click once here after UCS and then a second time here, and then I'll just hit enter for the third time. Or for the third point, rather. I'm going to draw a box right here. I'm doing it as -21 or negative 0.21 rather, sorry. I'll copy this up by 0.42. Create a cylinder, put that up there, 0.42, create another box here, and then I'm actually going to pull this back from that edge by 0.21. I'm going to union all those parts together. D25. Subtract that cylinder out of there. Now I'm going to do UCS. I'm going to hit Y. It's defaulting to 90. I'll hit enter again. Array. Select that object. Polar. Array. Click here. Hit I for items. 5. Alright, now we've basically got our hub, but we're going to do a little more work on it. So let's isolate that, explode the array. Well, actually, I take that back. Let's do something. I did an undo. I'm going to grab the array and hit edit source. I'm going to grab that source block, or solid, rather. I'm going to isolate that, and I'm going to drag a line this way, 0.21. Use the press pull command. Pull that to here. Now I am done with that line. Unisolate. There we go. Alright, so we'll save the changes. Now I'm gonna isolate that. I'm gonna explode the array. I'm gonna do a union. Union these pieces together. And now, let's do some fillets. I'm going to go around and fillet all these inside. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I did the radius of the fillet from the midpoint here to the end point here. And I'm going to go around and fillet all these internal corners, or inside corners rather, to that same distance. Would have been better to have this in wireframe, but that's alright. We'll make our way around. Almost there. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, there we go. Now that's looking pretty cool. I'm also going to do a chamfer on the edge here. try 0.05. Oh, I guess that's the surface I want. Alright, 0.05, 0.05. L for loop. We're gonna hit that, and there we go. Yep, I think that works. I like that. Chamfer. Accept the surface, 0.05, 0.05. L for loop. I'm gonna do the outside loop this time. I'm gonna spin it around. Chamfer. We'll do this side now. Yes, that's the surface I want. 0.05, 0.05. Oh, L for loop. And that's not what I wanted. Let me do Control Z to undo. Alright, let's try that again. Chamfer. Grab that. Alright, do that. Face, those distances, hit loop. L for loop. We'll try the outside first this time. There we go. Do it again. Chamfer. Yes, 0.05, 0.05. L for loop. This edge here. I don't know why it's not looping around. Let's try it again. It's being AutoCAD. 0.05, 0.05. L for loop. Come on. Let's loop it around. There we go. You looped it that time. Alright. Getting a pretty cool looking little hub piece. I think I also would like these edges to be chamfered. Unfortunately, I'm just going to have to do these all one at a time, so bear with me. Shouldn't take too long. Chamfer command will only let you work off of a single face on your solid at a time. So unfortunately, we gotta do it like this. Might have been a way to do this before I created the array. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that next time. Alright, I think we got a really cool looking hub piece here. And now to create the one for the back, or for, I guess we'll say the inside hub, if this is the outside hub, we will create a copy. No, we won't. We're going to do a 3D mirror. Actually, alright, let's reset our UCS to the world coordinate system. Now we're going to do a 3D mirror. And I'm going to just do one off the points on this face here. Alright, so the reason we're doing that is because of the way that our parts are arranged, our struts are arranged, it means that this hub is just like a mirrored version of that, if you will. So see how that aligns, the pentagon in the center aligns, it's lined up. But this one goes kind of the other way, and then that works out. So that's the easiest way to get that, is just 3D mirror it and then move it into position. And looked like I had two of those. Alright, so I've got one more part, couple parts, two more parts to design still. We'll do a cylinder here, diameter 0.375. I'm going to make it 1/16 tall. I'm going to 3D mirror another one, down into position here. And I'm going to isolate these. Now I created some parts like this in the past with my 3D printer that worked out okay, so we're going to try this again. Diameter is going to be 1/4 of an inch, and then I'm going to draw another cylinder. Diameter on this one is going to be 3/16 of an inch. I'm going to make a copy of that one. And then we're going to do union those together, and then the remaining copy of that inside cylinder and this side here will union those together. And what this does is it kind of creates this little press fit kind of snap, and it worked well for me in the past. We're going to try it again. Maybe a dab of glue will hold it together if that's necessary. If the parts don't fit at all, I'll make a minor modification. I'll come back and change this and make the adjustments necessary to get it to 3D print and function the way that I want it to. I might even come back and add some ridges or some sort of little, something in here that actually hold the two parts together, make them snap together. But for now, this will work. I am going to add one other little thing. I'm going to make kind of an embellishment, if you will. Diameter is going to be, let's see, I'll try 3/32. I'm going to make a copy of that in position. I'm going to subtract 1 from this one, subtract 1 of them from this one. Now I got like this kind of through hole. Should look kind of cool. I'm going to do camphor. I think I'm going to do this one. I'll try. Oh, first do surface selection. Yes, that's the surface I want. Okay. And then we'll try. I think what I ended up with was 3 128ths. 3/128. Yeah, I think that's what I liked ultimately. Alright, so camphor, surface selection. Now those two distances are already set. There we go. Alright, now we got a cool looking little 3D printable plastic snap fit pivot pin binding post sort of thing. Let's see. Well, let's copy, shift right click, choose the center here. Let's see. We need to grab this piece and this piece. Isolate. Press pull. Make that a little longer. And then, ooh, I can hit that even through that. Alright, we'll press pull that one up. We just took that and basically adjusted it, lengthened it to make it work for up here. Alright, now we're going to copy one of these, shift right click, choose the center, put it on the center here, there we go. There we go, those in position. UCS. Set our UCS over here like we had done earlier. We're going to do an array of those 4 pieces. Polar. Oh, that's not right. UCS. Alright, so I did an undo after the array. UCS Y. The default is 90. I'll hit enter. That rotates the UCS by 90 degrees. That gets our axis in the direction that we want it. So now we'll try it again. Array, grab those parts, hit enter for polar. That's going to be our axis. Now that's not right because it's too many items, so we'll say I5. There we go. Now we have a polar array with 5 items equally distributed around that axis. I deleted the ones that were still there before because of DE. So you got the DEL OBJ system variable. Depending on what this is set to, when you do an array or a sweep or certain commands, it will or will not delete the source object. With it set to 0, it does not. And so since I had the array, I didn't need the source object anymore. So I grabbed those, deleted them, and now I've got the array here. And I'll explode the array, and now I've got all these pieces in position. I just realized there was one other thing I wanted to do on this hub that I forgot to do. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to get rid of this inside camper. I wanted to fillet the inside corners of the pentagon here. So I'm going to get rid of that camper. Do a fillet inside corner here. I'm going to leave it. It's still set to what I had used earlier for all the other inside corners, and that's what I want. So I just went ahead and hit enter. Select all these inside corners. Hit enter again. There we go. Now I'm going to do that camper. Select that's not the one I want. I'll hit in for next. That's the surface I want. What did we do? We need to, so that's not what we want. What's shown there. We're going to go back to 0.05. 0.05. We'll do L for loop. And click on that edge, and hopefully, there we go. Yep, got what we wanted. Alright, so we'll do the camper again. Select this edge. That's not the face we want. In for next. Alright, that's the one we want. We hit enter. Now our distances are in there. We'll hit L for loop. Hit that edge, hit enter, there we go. Alright, that's what I want. And you know what? While I'm in here looking at this, I almost think it might look cool if these were chamfered as well, the edges on the... well, we'll save that for another day. 3D mirror it just off of one of these faces again. Move it into position. Do shift right click, center. Put that there. Shift right click, center. Right there. Oh, I goofed that up. Alright, let's try that again. Move. Shift right click. Center. Shift right click. Center. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alright, we got our hubs back in place. Now that's it. That's all the parts detailed. So set this back to the world coordinate system. So do it UCS and then enter twice. And now we are going to make a copy of our parts and the outline here. We'll do a 3D align. Actually, this is it would make sense to create a block at this point in time. I'm not going to do that. 3D align. And then we'll do there to there to there. That'll work. Alright, that'll go here, here, and here. Oh, I should have made another copy of that. Oh well. We'll make another copy. this over here, 3D align. There we go. Now, make a copy of this. Well, let's see. Let's get rid of the hubs here. We'll just, so we'll make another copy. We're going to do another 3D align. We're going to get rid of the hubs and the struts on one side. And this time we're going to do 3D align. We're going to take this with us this time. We're going to get these parts. Alright, we're going to go from here to here to here, and that'll go from here. You could hit that, it's fine right there, and that right there. There we go. We got some 2D geometry hanging out in here, but whatever. So you see kind of where this is going. Make another copy. We don't need those anymore. Let's get those out of there. Alright, we'll do another 3D line. This time we're going to take this, these. And we're going to go here, here, here. And that'll go here, here, here. And we're going to do that one more time. Get rid of one of the sides. 3D line. Grab the parts we do want. Here, here, here. That'll go here, here, and here. Alright, now, what we've got here is a fifth of the original icosahedron that principal polyhedral triangle was based on. So we'll do a 3D align on this. I'm going to grab it down here and up here, and then for the third point I'll just hit enter. Turn off ortho at first. Click somewhere on the Z, basically a 0 point on the Z. Alright, then we'll turn ortho back on. Stretch this baby upwards. So going up, ortho, going up on Z. And then it doesn't really matter which way you turn it. So we'll just click somewhere. And there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to get rid of one edge of parts, because we're not going to need these. We're going to create an array one more time. Array. We are going to grab, we'll just grab everything except we don't need the center line. We don't need the hub in the middle here. So we'll get rid of those. And there we go. Now we're going to do an array. Polar. Click somewhere on this line that's going vertically. Hit I. 5. And there you go. You have the complete transforming. Well, okay, that's the. Let's walk that back. All right. This time, let's grab everything and then Shift select the array, and we'll actually just do a move. Well, actually, all right. Here's where I'm trying to mess myself up. I'm gonna do a copy. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a copy. I'll grab the array. I'm gonna copy this over 60. Alright, so you'll notice we're missing some parts, right? That's because we did not include those in the array because we didn't need 5 instances of that in one place. So that's what's tripping me up here, but we're just gonna grab that. We're gonna grab our hubs at the bottom. And then we'll go ahead and grab the vertical line we did not array either. And now we're going to copy that over 60. And that'll get it in position. And now if we explode the array, we've got all of our parts for this transforming icosahedron structure are in position. And there you have it. Excuse me, there you have it. So this thing's cool. It kind of functions like a Hoberman sphere, but it doesn't really get any bigger or smaller. It almost seemingly just almost stays about the same size, really. I mean, I suppose the overall radius or diameter might change some, but it doesn't really expand or contract much in terms of size. But it's still really neat, nevertheless. And this was video number 1. Video number 2, I will 3D print all these parts. I'm going to laser cut these out of like a cheap 1/4 inch ply. And I'm going to see if I can put this whole thing together. And so, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you've got something you would like to see me attempt to model or design, leave a comment. Tips for me, something I could have done differently, anything at all, please leave a comment. Please like and subscribe. Thanks and have a great day.